Hello everyone, today I'll be showing you a Pokemon Showdown doubles UU team I've made after the new balance shifts. I used to use this team, which was a meme team, kinda, which was Hard Trick Room, but ever since they banned Mimikyu, I can't do that anymore. So here's a team I used to use way back when, before like Incineroar was banned, but with a few tweaks. So yeah, the first Pokemon is Aurorus. Now, obviously, you can see Aurorus, Abomasnow, Frostlass. This is a Hail team. So yeah, for Aurorus, we have Protect, Freeze Dry, Blizzard, Haze. So Freeze Dry is to just beat at most bulky water types. It won't actually kill them, but most of the time it will do lots of damage. Blizzard is just for every other situation. Actually, half the team has Blizzard, and Blizzard is a really good move under Hail because 100% accuracy does a lot of damage, hits both Pokemon. You can't go wrong by just using this. Haze is for like a lot of doubles UU teams, especially lower on the ladder, like to have like stat passing, lots of stat raising. So Haze really helps getting rid of those. It also helps with like sticky webs, just anything really. It's a really good support move. Just shuts down a lot of teams. And Aurora here is one of my favorite Pokemon to use on this team because so many people aren't prepared for it. They think like, oh, rock ice, I'll just one shot it with a fighting move or a seal move, and like I'll just protect on that, and I'll predict it to where they don't attack Auroras when because they just underestimate it, and then I'll destroy them, and it's great. Frostlass is the support Frostlass with Aurora Veil, Destiny Bond, Shadow Ball Protect, and Ghostium Z. Ghostium Z is really good on Frostlass. With Ghostium Z Shadow Ball, you're actually killing a lot. And if you don't kill, you're doing a lot of damage, which Frostlass wouldn't be capable of without it. The 80s special attack is not that good. So Aurora Veil is just an incredible move. Like with two Hail setters, you're gonna be able to set up Aurora Veil almost all the time. Aurora's Frostlass is one of my favorite leads because, well, I can haze if they're setting anything up, or just protect Aurora Veil, and then after Aurora Veil, Aurora's actually doesn't die to a lot. Like it takes a lot of special hits, even like physical hits from like Scizor or something, like a bullet punch from Scizor. It normally survives under a Royal Hail, which is really good. Also Protect because Protect is really good in doubles. And I also run max speed. Hurem is a monster. It's just Choice Specs Blizzard does way too much damage, and then it's always hitting because of hail. It's just so good. I also have Ice Beam for single target hits if I ever need to do that, although I don't think I use it at all in these four battles. Draco Meteor is if I really need something gone. It almost always kills unless it's resisted. Blizzard is just a fantastic move, and Earth Power is just there if I need it. I also run a bit of speed investments because why not? So Abomasnow is one of the two Pokemon I've used on almost every doubles UU team I've made, which is why it's shiny. It's just one of my favorite Pokemon to use in the tier. And it's part of actually a duo with the other Pokemon I've used in almost every WCU team because these two, the other one is Reuinclus. It's such a good pair. It's incredible. So Protect, obviously, Blizzard, Giga Drain, and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball allows Abomasnow to beat both of the tier ones. Like if we go to where is it? Where's thing? Smogon doubles. So if you don't know what the tier ones are, let me show you. So there are tiers in the OSUU Mega Thread, and Azumarill and Metagross are both of the tier ones. So they're very good Pokemon. In fact, you even see I used Metagross on this team. So with Shadow Ball, Abomasnow usually beats Metagross, so Abomasnow will actually beat both the tier 1s, which is really good. So also Giga Drain helps the survivability. I could run Energy Ball for a little more power, but I really do like the survivability that Giga Drain gives. I'm also running minimum speed with 1 speed EV, and I'll get that to that speed IV, and I'll get to that later. Reuinclus is also great. Originally, when I was putting together this team way back when I was first getting into WU, I wanted to make this team so that none of the Pokemon were affected by the hail, because this was a hail team. And Reuinclus was great with Magic Guard, the only damage by direct attacks. Life Orb also does good. When I originally made the team, it also had Komuo, but let's not talk about that time when Komuo wasn't banned. So Hidden Power Fire, Psychic Focus Blast, Trick Room. Trick Room is kind of a gimmick, just kinda. It's not like, if I ever want to set up Trick Room, then I can, and Trick Room is where these two really shine. Like the Trick Room pairs with these two, under Trick Room they destroy. I don't think I used the Trick Room under these two in any of these matches because I didn't need to, but it's so good. You know, it's just these two alone. I don't need anything else with Trick Room, although sometimes I bring Metagross or even Auroras into it sometimes. I just these two are good enough of a pair that I don't need to. So now about the 1 speed EV Abomasnow has. This is so that Abomasnow actually outspeeds Reuinclus under Trick Room, so that Reuinclus will usually go first, and because of Life Orb, Magic Guard, and this amount of special attack, it'll normally kill something, and then Abomasnow can, or weaken something, and then Abomasnow can just go in Blizzard and probably take out or do a huge amount of damage to whatever's left. And now the last Pokemon, Metagross. Metagross is just a good Pokemon. Again, it's in tier 1. That's a tribute to its goodness. So Meteor Mash, then Headbutt, Bullet Punch, Stomping Tantrum. Assault Vest allows it to take a lot of hits that it probably shouldn't, but it does. So like it normally beats like a lot of fire stuff. A lot of fires are special attackers, and then it just humping tantrums them to oblivion. And I also run a little bit of special defense EVs to go along with that. So, what does this team do as a whole? Well, obviously, I want to set up Aurora Veil and Hail as quickly as possible, because under Aurora Veil, none of my Pokemon take much damage from really anything, and they're very hard to kill. I also want to set up sweeps with Abomasnow and Reuinclus and Trick Room, and just Kyurem is also a really good special attacker off of Trick Room, as well as Metagross. And these two Pokemon are really just there for support. What does this team beat? This team beats a lot of weather stuff. Weather is very prominent in Doubles UU. They're just doubles in general. Rain is probably one of the best archetypes in Doubles UU currently, and with two rain setters, two hail setters, this team usually takes apart other weather teams really well. It's just, like with the only other weather setters in the tier, sand isn't really viable, so it's Ninetails. Alolan Ninetails is actually banned, and Politoed. So they're only really having one weather setter of Ninetails or Politoed unless they want to run like Sunny Day Rain Dance, which I really don't recommend. And then like there's also like Hippowdon. I think there's Gigalith. So like Sand could also beat this. This is actually a very anti-meta team. So like you don't see Hail very often. I'm pretty much the only person in this tier using Hail. So yeah, that's about it for this team, and enjoy the battles.